Hi everyone, it's Rosalie here from Rosalie Yoga, and today I'm going to take you through a pranayama or breathwork technique to clean and supercharge your energy system. Now, if you practice yoga, you may be familiar with this technique already, but even if you do, I'd love for you to stick with me. Now, this technique is called alternate nostril breathing, or nadi shodhana in Sanskrit. And in part one of this video, we're going to be learning the fundamentals of this technique, of how to do it physically. And then we're going to be learning how to do it psychically or mentally, just imagining it. And then we're going to be adding a concept of body breathing to this as well. So there's the physical practice, which I highly recommend you do on a daily basis to really keep your energy system, your energy body really clear and supercharged. And then there's a more imagined practice, a psychic or mental practice, which is more to do with the flow of energy. Now, you might have heard the saying, where attention goes, energy flows, and we're really drawing on that whole idea. I will be introducing this kind of imagined alternate nostril breathing in my longer astral projection meditation, so you can always come back to this video if you need to refresh on the technique. Now, I'm going to be breaking this down into 3 parts, and I'm going to put those time codes in the description below. So how does this actually relate to astral projection? Well, I'm going to keep this quite brief, but I'd like you just to have a general understanding that you are so much more than what you can actually see. And if you're watching this video, I suspect you already know that. There's so much more happening than just the physical. You also have a subtle body, which is said to be composed of about 72,000 energy channels or pathways, and these are called nadis. Now, in the same way that blood flows through your veins of the physical body, life force energy or prana flows through the nadis. But for prana to flow through these energy channels in the body, they need to be cleared. And the technique I'm going to share with you is a powerful way to clean up the nadis and the whole energy system. This helps you stay in the flow of astral projection and really helps you cultivate the skill of feeling. You really feel the flow of energy and you feel subtle sensations in the body. One of my teachers, Todd Akamesis, has always said that breathwork is the most powerful ally in astral projection. So if you're looking to boost your astral projection practice, if things have kind of stalled and you're looking for something to kickstart it, this is it. Now, personally, I do the physical practice in the morning before my meditation practice, so I get the benefits the whole day long. And I also, of course, do the psychic or the mental kind of imagining this flow of energy in my own practice, my astral projection practice. So we're going to be breaking this down into 3 parts, and as I said, I'm going to link all of that in the description below. Part 1 is the physical practice. Part 2, we're going to take the physical practice, but then we're starting to do it imagined or psychically, imagining the breath moving from side to side. Part 3, we're going to continue with this imagined alternate nostril breathing. We're going to combine that with alternate body breathing, so you start to incorporate your whole body. And I learned this technique from my wonderful Yoga Nidra teacher, Ali Boothroyd, who learned this from her teacher, Richard Miller. So let's jump right in. So we're going to get started in a nice, comfortable position. And just a little practical tip before you get started with this technique, you might want to just grab a tissue and blow your nose. I just find it easier when everything is nice and clear. So find a nice, comfortable position. And the first thing we want to do is set up our hand gesture, our mudra. And traditionally for this, you would take your 2-piece fingers and you would bring them down and bring all the other fingers up. This sometimes feels a little bit awkward, but this is what it looks like, the Vishnu mudra. And the whole idea is that you're going to use your right thumb to cover the right nostril, and your index and pinky fingers, one of them, I use the index finger to cover the left nostril. So you were switching like this from side to side. If you find this a little bit awkward, you can also take your 2-piece fingers and just place them at your third eye, and then you're going to take a thumb to the right, index finger to the left nostril, like this. So just see really what works best for you. So let's get started. I'm just going to show you the technique here. And then we're going to practice together. So just so you have an idea, we're going to be coming into our mudra. I'll just use a traditional one. We're going to be covering the right nostril with the right thumb, inhaling through the left, holding at the top so you're pinching both nostrils. Then you're going to release the right thumb, exhale right. Inhale right, holding at the top, releasing left, exhale left. So we're going to inhale, switch sides, exhale down the other side. Inhale, switch sides, exhale down the other side. So after every time you inhale, that's when you switch sides. So let's just try it together. Let's take a nice big inhale together. And exhale. Let's take another inhale. Completely exhale. Covering the right nostril, inhale left. Holding at the top, release the right, exhale right. Inhale right. Holding at the top, releasing left, exhale left. Inhale left. Switching sides, exhale right. Inhale right. Holding at the top, switching sides, exhale left. Inhale left. Holding at the top, exhale right. Inhale right. Switching sides, exhale left. One more. Inhale left. Switching sides, exhale right. Inhale right. Switching sides, exhale left. Releasing that hand down. If your eyes are closed, just keep them closed for a moment. And let's go ahead and blink open the eyes. So once we've mastered this physically, we're going to start to do this psychically or mentally. And you're really just imagining the flow of breath. So you're going to be inhaling through the left nostril, switching sides, exhaling right. Inhaling right, switching sides, exhaling left. Remembering you're switching sides after every inhale. And you're really just imagining this. But where your attention goes, this is where your energy flows. It's a famous saying, where attention goes, energy flows. And you really start to sense this, to feel this, the more you cultivate this skill. Because you're really starting to direct the flow of energy. And this is really powerful if you start to use this in your Yoga Nidra practice. You'll really start to sense more sensations. And in my Astral Projection guided meditations, you'll really start to as well feel the flow of energy and really feel into your energy body so much more. It's such a powerful technique. So we're just going to practice this together. And why don't we start with a few times we're going to do this physically, and then we're going to drop our hand and we're going to continue mentally. So if you haven't done part one, if you don't know how to do the physical practice yet, I encourage you to go back to that. So, nice comfortable position. Let's take a big inhale. Completely exhale. Taking your mudra, inhaling, exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Good. We're going to cover the right nostril. Inhale left. Switching sides. Exhale right. Inhale right. Switching sides. Exhale left. Inhale left. Switching sides. Exhale right. Inhale right. Switching sides. exhale left. Release the mudra, inhale left. Switching sides, imagining, exhale right. Inhale right. Switching sides, exhale left. Inhale left. Switching sides, exhale right. Inhale right. Switching sides, and exhale left. Just releasing that. And just noticing for a moment any effects of the practice, very short practice. Just basking here for a moment in any effects of the practice. Good. And if your eyes are closed, just gently opening your eyes. And I know this might be a little bit trickier at the beginning if you're not used to kind of imagining this. But I actually start to imagine and really see visually in my imagination like light going up when I inhale left, crossing over, exhaling right. So inhale right, this light just coming up, switching sides, exhale left. So like this is how I'm seeing it. But of course, do what feels right for you. You might be intuitively guided to see it a different way. You don't need to see it though. It's really the sensing that is the most important part. Right. So now we're going to go a little bit deeper still. In part 3, we're going to start to introduce body breathing along with this technique. So in this part, we are going to be doing the psychic or mental alternate nostril breathing, but then we're also going to be imagining that that whole side of the body is breathing. And after we switch sides, imagine that you're exhaling all the way down to the ground. So as you inhale, the whole part of the body breathes, switching sides, exhaling all the way down to the ground. And once you've mastered that, as you let your, for example, your left side body breathe, you're going to link that to the right side of the brain. So left body, right side as you inhale, switching sides, exhaling all the way down the other side of the body. Inhaling right side, left brain, switching sides, exhaling down the left. It makes more sense as you do it, because as you let your whole body breathe, you just imagine, I'm imagining in my brain like a little link to the other side of the brain. Okay, let's just try it. So this is also, again, a technique that I'll be introducing in my longer Yoga Nidra practices. And again, this is a technique that I learned from Ali Boothroyd, who learned it from her teacher, Richard Miller. All right, so let's start in our nice, comfortable position. And you can start with your eyes open or your eyes closed. Again, this is just for practice. I'm going to keep my eyes closed. We're going to take a nice big inhale. Completely exhale. Inhale, imagine breathing in through the left nostril. Switching sides. Exhaling right. Inhale, right nostril. Switching sides. Exhale, left. Inhale, left. Switching sides. Exhale, right. Inhale, right. Switching sides. Exhale, left. This time, imagine your whole left side of the body breathing. Inhale, whole left side. Switching sides. Exhale, breathing down the whole right side of the body, down into the earth. Inhale, whole right side of the body. Switching sides. Exhale down the whole left side of the body into the earth. Inhale left, whole left side of the body, switching sides. Exhaling all the way down the right side into the earth. Inhale, whole right side, switching sides. Exhale down the whole left side of the body. This time inhale, whole left side of the body, right side of the brain. Switching sides. Exhale all the way down the right side of the body. Inhale, whole right side of the body, left hemisphere of the brain. Switching sides. Exhaling all the way down the left side of the body into the earth. Inhale, left side of the body, right hemisphere of the brain. Switching sides. Exhale down the whole right side of the body into the earth. Inhale, right side of the body, left hemisphere of the brain. Switching sides. Exhale down the whole left side of the body. Letting that go. Inhaling through both nostrils. Exhale. Letting your body find its natural breathing rhythm. For a few breaths here, just bask in any effects of this practice. Notice what you might have cultivated in these few short minutes. Like a radio dial, can you just dial in to any subtle sensations you might feel? So I do this by first feeling the physical body, the outside, the skin, the warmth, textures on my body, and then like a little radio dial, just dialing in just a little bit deeper into the subtle sensations. Noticing what's present. And when you're ready, just fluttering the eyes open. So that was just a little taste of the practice. If you do this for longer periods, and once you feel more comfortable with the technique, and you're not having to think too much, it's just coming very naturally to you, the effects are really, really powerful. So remember, I've talked about the physical practice, which we touched on in part 1 of this video. So you're really incorporating that into your kind of your daily practices, your spiritual practices. And I do that before my meditation in the morning. And then there's this more imagined part, this psychic or this mental, this really using your imagination of just the alternate nostril breath, and then it's alternate nostril breath and the body breathing. And all of these practices really start to clear out your energy system and really kind of open you up to this flow of energy, and you're supercharging your energy body, which is what you need to kind of supercharge your astral projection practice. So that is what I have been doing, and I love sharing the practices that have worked for me. And you'll see that I've really drawn on different teachers, my wonderful teacher Ali Boothroyd, and also Todd Akamesis, who talks a lot about breath work, the importance of breath work in an astral projection practice. But this technique is the one that really has made a massive difference for me and my own practice. So thank you so much for joining me and joining Luna today in this video, and I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what your main takeaway was, and if you do start to incorporate these techniques, both the physical practice and the more imagined part, in your practice, your daily practices. And I will be introducing these more in my longer astral projection guided meditations, so keep an eye out for those. I will link this video in those videos as well if you need to go back and just refresh what these techniques are all about. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you again in the next video.